as they end the second quarter with a 13-5 run. And we'll be back with you right after this. And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated as plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And what was most impressive was that his decision-making and shot-taking was very disciplined and efficient. Really an excellent half.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense has given him, and he's not trying to do too much. I love the flow and rhythm he's playing with here.
Curry and Thompson, the splash brothers in the backcourt. Barnes and Green, the forward tandem. And it's Bogut at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Andre Iguodala is sneaky good. He said they say numbers never lie. I'm the opposite. I think numbers always lie. My game having a huge impact. It may not show up on the stat sheet, but if you watch closely, you'll see it. And Kevin, Draymond Green said, every team needs an Andre Iguodala. He is such a smart player. He does everything. Guys?
Green, a smart player in his own right. Thanks, Doris. Redick with it. Picked up by Thompson. Great positioning on the putback. 6 points for Barnes.
Excellent work to turn that miss into 2 points on the tap-in.
Hustle points, I believe they called it.
And great instincts, too. I mean, just anticipating where the ball is heading. Great job there, beating everybody else to the ball. J.J. Redick, acquired by the Clippers going into last season. A great fit, but injuries really held him back. First, surgery to repair ligaments in his wrist, then a bulged disc in his lower back. Ended up playing just 35 games in the regular season.
Warriors leading by 9. Right side Curry. Hits the three-point bomb. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
And it's Golden State's ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. They double-team Curry. There's the dish to Thompson. All alone. Makes a big height pass and goes in. Thompson's got 17.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Ball passes to Redick. And the Clippers miss again.
Not the best shot. Long range and with a defender right in his space.
And defensively, that's the kind of work he's known for. I mean, he loves to lock you up.
Ezeli's checked in for the Warriors. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. Some changes for Golden State. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And the jam by Andre Iguodala.
This has been a one-sided game in just about every area. The lead continues to grow.
Absolutely. Their offense and their D have been equal parts outstanding. His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
It's tipped. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Offline with his 3. And they double up Paul. Into Jordan. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. With floor spacing, Steve, more important than ever in today's NBA, some have questioned the pairing of Griffin and Jordan in the Clipper frontcourt.
Well, I think it's worked out just fine. I think they could add a stretch 4 behind those 2 guys and maybe mix him in during the rotations. But all in all, Griffin and Jordan have played awfully well together at both ends of the floor.
And he gets it to go.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Redick with the three. Paul outside. They need this. Shoots the three. Again, the miss by Paul.
Been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Iguodala outside.
Los Angeles foul called. Chris Paul.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. That free throw, no good. And the Warriors making a change here. Speights is checked in. He doesn't get the second one. Clippers trail by 18. Pass to Barnes. The feed to Redick. Right wing. Shot clock at 6. And it's Paul penetrating. Good.
Well, he wasn't phased at all by the bigger man on him, and on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
Warriors leading by 18. Setting the floor for the Clippers. CP3 and Jamal Crawford make the back. Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. And it's Barnes at the three.
You know, from that in-between range, they've actually been the much hotter team.
Well, when you make perimeter shots and knock down those jumpers, it opens up everything else.
Now Curry. Following Chris Paul's three-point attempt. Step back on.
Boy, they're getting into a real groove from inside the three-point line, knocking down those mid-range jump shots.
Yeah, in fact, that's the shot they've used from that range, Clark, to get 8 of their last 10 points.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
And the other thing they're doing, Clark, is scoring a lot of points off turnovers, forcing mistakes, and cashing in.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Speights. Draymond Green comes in for Lee. And it's Thompson in for Andre Iguodala. Kicks it out to Crawford. Fades away.
Jamal Crawford.
That's good. Warriors leading by 21. Paul against Curry. High post shot. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Here's Paul. The shot no good. The Warriors go the other way. Curry with it. He's picked up by Paul. Curry against Paul. Clock at 6. From the wing. Stephen Curry again. Curry's got 8 points in the quarter.
That's 10 straight points now coming in that mid-range jump shot area, guys.
Yeah, it is, and they're picking their spots and finding holes in the middle of that defense to get those shots off, and I think that's very good discipline they're showing us here.
Now here's Curry.
Well, the league's so focused on creating parity with the luxury tax and revenue sharing, but I think the max contract limits encourage stars to team up. If you allow the true superstars to command a larger share of the cap, I think they'd be more likely to spread out.
That's his second personal foul.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And some changes here for the Warriors. Azili's checked in for Bogut. Spates comes in for Green. And it's Barbosa in for Steph Curry. Well, when you talk, Clark, about superstar contracts, it's estimated that LeBron James is worth 4 times more than he makes in player salary.
I don't find that hard to believe. I mean, he's one of the biggest stars in all of sports when you think about the magnitude of his celebrity. But you don't need to increase max salaries to that level. Right now, vets are limited to about a third of the cap. Boosted it to 40 or 50%. I think most star players would look for their own teams to carry.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for the Warriors. Livingston comes in for Thompson. Iguodala's drive. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, that puts the nail in the coffin.
A clinic in terms of how to play with the lead right there.
And we head to the final buzzer in a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. This will go in the books as a really gaudy win for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance, Clark. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that.
You look at the stats, and you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Curry. Every time he shot it seemed like it was just going to drop in, and nobody was surprised.
They're on fire from mid-range, guys. They found a weakness in the defense, and they're exploiting it to a T.
Not often you see a team rely on that shot like they have.
That doesn't go either for Jordan.
I'd love to see them impose their will a little bit more on the backboard. Usually that's a great way to take control of a game.
Well, they haven't been able to do that yet, but it's something they're certainly capable of.
Jamal Crawford.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Ring shot on the way. Kicks it out to Iguodala. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Now Crawford. Nice follow through on the fadeaway.
A nice piece of work there. Find a little space and pull the trigger.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
And the foul called on Jamal Crawford. That's foul number 2 for him.
Terrific defensive play to cut him off and square up.
And he took a shot. Excellent toughness to get in there and make a play. I love